Hello everybody. In my previous video lecture on maintenance, we covered the topic of maintenance as per chapter 9 of the BEAR Act. Now let's further understand maintenance. That is the maintenance of wife, children and parents. Everyone is entitled for maintenance, but there are certain conditions which are imposed. If you're trying to attempt the topic maintenance of wife, children or the parents, or even simple maintenance topic, even if the question is on how maintenance on wife, you have to write even regarding the maintenance of the child and the parents as well, because in mains you need to show your knowledge, and in LL.B or LLM examination you can get good marks. Therefore, always begin with there are three kinds of law which speaks about maintenance. They are: 1. Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Number 2. Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956. Number 3. Criminal Procedure Code 1973, which we are already covering it. Let's cover the first one, Hindu Marriage Act 1955. The maintenance is given under section 24 and under section 25. In Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956, maintenance has been covered under section 18, subsection 1 and subsection 2 of section 18. And in Criminal Procedure Code 1973, we all know section 125 to 128 deals with maintenance. That is chapter 9. Don't forget to check my previous video on chapter 9, because that's the main thing what you're gonna write. This is just an further explanation. Now let's check what Hindu Marriage Act says regarding maintenance. According to section 24 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955, maintenance, pendente light and expenses of proceedings is what being headed. It says that wife or a husband, even a husband to be noted, anyone can claim maintenance if not having independent sufficient income for his or her support. Husband can claim maintenance only if he is mentally or physically incapable to earn. Next is section 25 of Hindu Marriage Act. Subsection 1 of section 25 says permanent alimony and maintenance to be given to the wife. So section 24 and 25 has a difference. That's, we can say, section 24 gives temporary relief during the case, and section 25 subsection 1 gives permanent relief to wife. Now let's see what Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act has to say regarding the maintenance. Subsection 1 of section 18 deals with maintenance of wife. It says that a Hindu wife shall be entitled to be maintained by her husband during her life. It's amazing. A man before getting married do promise to the lady that I will take care of you throughout your life. Well, all the ladies, you need to remind that fellow that, hey, even if you don't do, subsection 1 of section 18 of Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956 will make you do so. Now let's check subsection 2 of section 18 of Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act. It says to maintain a wife, a Hindu wife shall be entitled to be maintained by her husband during her life, even if she lives separately. So a man has to maintain his wife even if she is living separately. There must be a reason for the wife to live separate from her husband. Only then she will be entitled for maintenance from her husband. Now comes Criminal Procedure Code 1973, section 125, and it goes till 128. So finally we covered the introduction part of maintenance, which I missed in my previous lecture. So I have covered the introduction part. Then you have to explain section 125 onwards, which has been covered fully in my previous video lecture. Now let's have a broader view. What do we learn from all these provisions regarding maintenance? We learn that a man as a husband has to maintain his wife. A man as a father has to maintain his children. A man as a son has to maintain his parents. And women still think that a life of a man is easy. Man, it does not seem to be that easy. These are all his responsibilities, and if he tries to run away from his responsibilities, the law will make him remember all his responsibilities. The word maintenance has not been defined in Criminal Procedure Code. It has been defined under Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956. So, the definition of maintenance should be taken from here. Section 3, subsection B speaks about maintenance. It says it includes, number 1, in all cases, provision for food, clothing, residence, education, and medical attendance and treatment. Number 2, in the cases of an unmarried daughter also, reasonable expenses of and incident to her marriage. So when you define what maintenance is to provide food, this is a sample, not the same food. Clothing, again this is a sample, not the same clothing. Residence, that is shelter, and medical treatment, attendance, everything need to be taken care of, and education as well. Although it will not be a compulsion for a husband to take care of the education of the wife, but a good husband will do so. Let's first check maintenance of wife. A wife in legal term means, number 1, separated by law. Number 2, divorced. Number 3, living under the same roof. Number 4, definitely a legally wedded person, or even living as married, that is a live-in relationship. Now let's see, in the eyes of law, who is eligible for maintenance. Number 1, she should be married. Number 2, living together as married. Live-in relationship is on the rise, but the law has taken care of those women as well, that they will be eligible for maintenance. I'm going to cover a separate video lecture on this. Third point is, husband must be having sufficient means. This is the biggest problem now. Before getting married, every person says, I have got means to maintain you. But when thing goes wrong, man is not even scared from God. And in the court, he keeps on proving that he does not have means to maintain his wife. What a shame. Anyway, let's cover the fourth point. Husband has contracted marriage with another woman. And the fifth point, husband is keeping a mistress. Now let's see which wife are not eligible for maintenance. Number 1, void marriage. If the marriage of the lady is void, she will not be eligible for maintenance. Number 2, living in adultery. If she is having an affair with a man other than her husband, definitely she will not be eligible for maintenance from her husband. Number 3, if wife has sufficient means. If the wife is earning, she will not be eligible for maintenance. Number 4, she refuses to live with husband without a reasonable cause. A wife living separately from her husband must be having some cause, otherwise she will not be eligible for maintenance. Fifth, living separately with mutual consent. If the wife is living separately from her husband with mutual consent, then she is again not eligible for maintenance. The last point is remarried. A divorced woman is eligible for maintenance. The maintenance will be stopped when she gets remarried to another person. Now let's come to the topic maintenance of children. Children means a son or a daughter. Let's check who are eligible and not eligible. Eligible. 1. Minor child, son or a daughter is eligible. Number 2. Minor child, a legitimate or illegitimate, he is eligible. Major, adult, son or a daughter who are major will be eligible only if they are physically or mentally abnormal. 4. Major son or a daughter, that is adult son or a daughter, if they are not able to maintain themselves due to injury, due to some physical incapability. 5th, major daughter if she is unmarried. Now let's check who are not eligible. 1. Major son if he is fit to earn. Number 2. A married daughter. Over here, a condition is also that married daughter's husband must be capable of earning. Let's check the topic maintenance of parents. Parents means obviously father or a mother. Now who are eligible and who are not eligible? Let's check who are eligible first. Number 1, natural mother. Number 2, adoptive mother, a mother who has adopted a child. Number 3, Natural father. Number 4, adoptive father, a father who has adopted a child. He is eligible to be maintained. Number 5th, stepmother only if she is childless. The condition is that she must be childless. Not eligible. Number 1, stepmother is not eligible if she has a child of her own. Stepfather is not eligible. No condition has been informed. Number 3, mother or father having sufficient income. Before I move ahead, I would like to inform law students, advocates, if you want to join Telegram group, just simply download the Telegram app and join through the link given below. You can download it on PC, laptop, mobile, anywhere you want and get GK updates. Name of the group is J Law India. It's totally free. Only respect of younger people and blessings of elders is taken in return.